Hey everyone, so for my Project F Critical Reflection ETPA video, we are going to be looking at a high school English teacher, well, English perspective teacher, and her study of narratives, specifically American narratives and Japanese narratives. Within this lesson, she's really focusing on telling the characteristics of each, and then she'll go in and talk about some of the themes. So I'll go ahead and start playing.
Now, the meat of what I want to talk to you guys about today, this is my favorite topic. I want to talk to you guys about narratives, and in particular, differences in narratives between Japan and America. So first, I want you guys to think about common themes that exist within America. What characters stand out to you? If you just pause and you think about it.
So with this, she is asking the students what characteristics and what themes that they are able to relate to narrative. So she's able to incorporate some sort of student engagement with how she has them process and think about prior knowledge before she goes in and talks about it. I also do want to address the camera angle, so it's faced towards the instructor and the projector screen, and that's to show the PowerPoint so that the viewer can actually kind of follow along with the lesson, and also kind of be aware of what's going on with the few students that you see. You'll see that you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 students total, the projector and the instructor. For me, this classroom would be a little distracting because you have all of this mess, and it just seems very chaotic. I would not be able to function well as a student nor as a teacher in this classroom. Let's keep going.
Like famous heroes, famous characters. Superman, exactly. Superheroes. Anything else with really, really popular stories that exist? Think about Hobbit. Think about Harry Potter. So we have these iconic heroes that will be called going on the hero's journey, where they're kind of living their life, they're happy until something happens, and it's all about returning everything to status quo at the very end. Well, it's different in Japan, and these are always a reflection of the culture. So looking at the three pilots of what occurs in American narratives, we see the central focus of individuality, which is why we have characters like superheroes, right? Because it's all about leadership and extroversion, and it's about one central person who's accomplishing that goal. And it's not just how they accomplish that goal. The point of American narratives is that the hero takes charge and drives their own story. So if you think about it, when you see movies, isn't the hero always about, the storyline is saying it's impossible to do this thing. And in the majority of movies, of course, he's going to be able to surpass that and achieve his goal outside of the constraints of what were originally given to him. That's a lot of what happens in American movies, right? If you think about it.
So here she is drawing on prior knowledge of movies, which is an interesting way and a beneficial way of getting students to engage with the topic, because I'm pretty sure most students watch movies and they're able to make those connections between, okay, well, this is what happens in the American narratives and this is what I see in the movies, and kind of link that together to create a stronger bond and hopefully to enable them to remember it longer. With this, we can see that we are a minute and a half in and the camera angle has stayed the same. So the camera itself is stationary, so it is not moving. It is just focused on what you can see here, which is the instructor, the projector, and the 5 students. What you cannot see is the rest of the class, nor can you see the cooperating teacher. So it would be interesting to see what is going on behind the scenes, and to see if all of the other students are as engaged as these few are.
In Japanese narratives, it's a little bit different. So it's, again, a reflection of their culture. So they have an overall focus of hard work and patience and suffering. And that comes from the stemming idea of realism. So they also have culturally a collectivist view of their society, which means it's not about the individual, it's about the group. And we can see that reflected in the characters that we read about in manga. So the protagonist in particular is just a victim of fate. So rather than molding the world around them, they're kind of just responding to the it's mostly just the evolution of their reading style. So if you think.
So right here, you're able to really pick up on the poor audio quality of this video. So when the candidate, the EdTPA candidate, when she speaks, you're able to hear what she says. It's not crystal clear, but you really don't have to strain. But when the student spoke, at the beginning you could hear okay, but then towards the end you really lost what the question you really lost the question that she was asking. So as a viewer and possibly as someone viewing this EdTPA clip for analysis, that would be something that I would address and something that I would call out.
Think about it, it's mostly like the upper western portion we learn to read a certain way. In Japan, they always read in the opposite direction. So it's kind of like if you look very, very, very far back in history, that's the way they've always done it, and that's the way they still read books today. So if you picked up any textbook in Japan, it's also backwards. So it's not just the fact that manga is read that way, it's people in China, Korea, and Japan, all of those East Asian areas are going to be reading the opposite of how we read.
I have a question. Is kanji read backwards?
Kanji is read down.
So, okay. I always thought that was the reason.
So if you open up a book, you're going to be reading it in Japan. So if you open it this way, you're going to be reading from right to left, but it's down. So it's very contrary to how we read, and that's why if you've ever seen an empty notebook when they have to write their characters, the lining isn't actually this way. It goes down because they're writing their characters in this formation, and that's a really interesting thing, and that's why penmanship is so specific there, because there's actually two different ways to write almost every single word in Japan. There's the formal way and the very traditional way.
So this is where her learning segment, so her going over the general characteristics and kind of giving them a chance to wrap their mind around the differences between American and Japanese narratives. I do want to point out her love of the topic. You can see the excitement that she has when she explains how it's written, different ways that students can connect to both of those. I thought that was really nice. I thought that as a whole, her PowerPoint presentation was good. She did attempt to engage her students by asking questions, but I believed that they were basic level questions, and it really did not require the students to deepen their thoughts or deepen their understandings from that basic level. And this is my critical reflection.